Part of your brand is your storytelling voice, which is what we'll focus on in this course. So what's your story? We're going to look at 5 ways to tell your story. Storytelling has become a default buzzword for anyone referring to content generation or creation. However, we're referring to the literal and consistent brand of storytelling your nonprofit organization or ministry uses to share your mission or vision through story. It's also the voice of your organization. We're going to feature only 5 of the most common styles used, but more often than not, you'll find that most organizations use a combination of storytelling styles. So let's get started. First and foremost, never assume anything. Your audiences have different levels of involvement with your nonprofit, and it's best not to make any assumptions about what they do or don't know and what story they may have heard. Perhaps you've been in this gentleman's office before, attempting to share your organization's story so you can get some funding. If you haven't, it's just a matter of time. You will be. It goes something like this. I don't know who you are. I don't know your organization. I don't know your organization's mission, programs, services, staff or supporters, record, reputation. Now, why should I consider funding your organization? After all these questions, you will have also noticed that he or she has a stack of proposals for consideration that's about 12 inches thick, and they all preceded your presentation meeting. The point is this: all of these questions help build the content of your organization's story or how you make a case for your cause. Making a good case is much like an attorney has to make a case for a client. So if you can't answer all these questions, you have some work to do. It's because you're on a mission. It's crucial to keep your eye on the ball and remember your work isn't just a job. You've been called on a mission, and keeping that focus can help you in sharing your story. So before you pick a story style today, seriously pray for wisdom. Storytelling is ministry, and it can eternally change people's lives. This is a life-changing content. It's best to start on mission. Mission-minded communications start with your actual mission statement and sometimes your organization's formalized vision. Candidly, if right now you don't know your organization's mission or vision, you need to go and find it and make sure it's current and reflects what you're actually engaged in today. Your mission is the perfect creative filter to run any communications activity through, and it can also keep you from getting off mission and in the weeds with the latest trends or fads in communications. Staying on mission is why AI falls way short. So ask yourself, how best can we express our mission through our stories? For example, our mission statement at Cahoots is also our tagline, uniting people for a common cause. Before we start anything, we ask ourselves, does this activity or story unite people for a common cause? You'd be surprised how quickly we're able to keep our focus and not waste our time on projects that are simply not on mission. And lastly, memorize your mission statement. You need to know it by heart, and ideally it should be your elevator speech. If it's too long to memorize, it's time for a rewrite. And yes, we have a training for that. We don't know any writer or content creator who hasn't asked themselves this question. Is anybody listening? If you haven't, you're making an assumption, and we've already covered that. So never get tired of thinking about your audiences and whether your storytelling is keeping them engaged. The key here is to never forget you're talking to real people, and they're probably people you know. So read your story out loud to yourself, and then consider how those you serve will hear it, or if it will inspire a donor, alumni, and members. Will your coworkers and board members feel it sounds like your ministry, and will they be moved and encouraged by the story? Is it a story that will compel people to volunteer or come alongside your ministry so they can experience what's been shared? And a good rule of thumb is to remember that people love a good story, and they're often the ones who share it with someone else through referral. It's how you can build new relationships. But again, when you're storytelling, remember that you're talking to real people.